Hi, sign in symbol. How you guys doing? Okay, I've got this week one project, phase one information research and data gathering, the begin phase of this project here. And I just want to go through this a little bit and information research and data gathering. And then just right here, I just want to take a look at this paragraph right here. And this is basically the first paragraph that's introducing the actual project, the course project. Um, and basically what we're talking about here is the final outcome. And the final outcome for this class is a branding and communication program for the 2022 Winter Olympic Games. The targeted outcome is specific to the requirements you and your client set forth in the criteria, and we'll talk about that. This may include cultural references, communication standards based on international guests, environmental conditions, and economic responsibilities. We'll also get into that very, very deeply. You may also consider what the 2022 Winter Olympic Games will do for the community of your host city. The first step is all encompassing and really thinking holistically. Okay, so that is what we're working towards. Okay, this week you're going to choose a host city and conduct an in-depth exploration of Olympic criteria information, research and data gathering. And this is what you want to address in each of these. Now, okay, sorry about that. And so anyways, we're information data and research and data gathering. So we want to approach this week assignment involving stakeholder groups, client goals, and this whole thing right here about your report. Okay, now what I want to do is I just want to stop right here and I want to say, okay, yeah, this is where I would go like this. I would go, okay, wow, whoa, where do I start? All right, so I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to help you out and show you a couple of examples of a finished product and not these Summer Olympics. I want to show you an exact finished work. I'm going to show you two examples, and I'm also going to post them so that you can see them for reference only. The first is the first example. Let me show you. Okay, so we were talking about where is this project? What does it do? Where are we taking it? Okay, this week, as I said, you're going to choose your host city, but I just want to show you a finished project. Okay, this is for Reykjavik in 2022. This is the Olympic logo. This is the reverse logo, basically solid color on a background. Table of contents. This is the program, introduction, mission, statement. Okay, branding, primary branding elements. Here's the logo. There's the black and white logo. Here's the presenting the Reykjavik 2022 Winter Olympics logo. Then you have branding colors, secondary accent color, and this recurring pattern that's used over and over and over. Then you have the pictograms designed for tickets and things like that. Okay, so just take a look as we go through this program at some of the things that are going to be expected for the project. And I think for you to visualize this is really going to help for you to ascertain, so you can see how much work and how much time you're going to be spent, is going to be spent with this project so that you can really take your time picking a city that might possibly mean something to you or might add some sort of interest to the project, since we will be working on it for the next several weeks. Okay, and this goes down to the website, and it's just this is a fabulous. Okay, now let me show you another one. It takes a little bit of a different approach. By the way, the logo for that logo right there, that was derived from an old ancient Icelandic sailing vessel. And that's what that logo is, for those of you who are wondering. So that's just an example of how this student took a cultural icon and turned it into a logo for that would probably really only be recognizable for this part of the world. But once it's explained, it's very visual. It's very memorable, and it works. Okay. I wanted to show you this other example. And this one is called the Sunni Sun, and it's part of a Swedish lore or history in the indigenous people and their iconic and symbolic, ancient symbolic representation of in this case, the sun. And this is called the Sunni Sun. And just so you know, again, the type of research that went into that development of that logo. Okay, and then this is the presentation. Why Stockholm? A couple of pages on that, and then we get into the Sami culture with the Sami sun and describing the colors and all of the ancient pictograms and how they are relevant in the branding strategy of this particular program. Okay, so, and then there's different versions, different colors, acceptable colors. There's the pictograms. Okay, and then here's the shots and the product shots and the Olympic shots and the event shots and the Olympic Village shots, medals, uniforms, environmental graphics, tickets, programs, merchandising, all sorts of things. Okay, so that's the end product. Okay, that's what we're shooting for. Whoops. And I will, as I said, I will post those where you can see them. But so that's what I want you to think about when you're saying when you're reading. You get up to here where you say, okay, this is the final outcome is the branding. Okay, when you start reading through that, start thinking about those examples, and I'll post them right with this video so you can see, and then you can start thinking about how this is going to work. These different areas, information, research, and data gathering. How does that pertain to your host city, as well as writing a report and researching past Olympics, studying the culture, especially studying the culture of the region where your games will be held in, and identifying unique characteristics of that culture that will assist you in developing a visual approach to the branding strategy you're going to set for this particular event. And then, you're going to write a report and make this really super sellable and super clear so that anybody reading it can go, okay, I understand what this particular project is about. I understand who the stakeholders are, the clients. I understand what's going on. I understand exactly what this person is trying to say. And that is what you are shooting for in your report, okay? And all the while trying to not make it sound like a tour guide. Okay, so remember, that's really super important. This isn't a promotion of your chosen location. You're not promoting the location. You're basically showing us your research on why you think this would be a good location. Okay, it's not like, welcome to Sweden, beautiful Sweden with this gorgeous this and that, blah, blah, blah. No, it's the Olympics would be, Sweden would be a good choice for the 2022 Winter Olympics because of the stakeholder groups, the client goals and objectives, the products and services and knowledges, levels of communication, interference, and potential opportunities, and then adding these things to back your research. Okay? Any questions at all, guys, please just give me a holler. All right? Thanks.